so many pixels.
Yeah, I think it's a...
Oh, nice picture.
Yep, that's the other
Hey.
picture of his art. So our neighborhood, there is no lines
that's a
for
pretty
internet.
Picture too.
So we are using T-Mobile family internet, and it is not the best. And it looks like it has when I started, I was at 55 for download, and I'm at 5 now. And my upload is 1.5. So, yep, and the stream is gone to 0, so I'm guessing I dropped the stream. Oh yeah, it's not being nice. Okay. Well, if the stream picks up, it picks up.
Now.
But if it doesn't, we'll just keep on trucking since Discord's working, so that's all good. All right.
Do you have a separate recording for all of this, Charlie?
I don't have a separate recording going.
So whatever's lost is lost.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be a huge deal because I think most people watching is us. But I guess
Oh well.
I can start a separate recording. So now it's recording anything else that comes up. Okay, cool.
And I can just make it for YouTube's.
Mm-hmm. All right. So anything else for Ashani?
Nah, everyone else seems pretty chill about this, so I'm just gonna be chill about it.
Okay. And then I think Boros is the last one, and then we're back at the top, and we can exit combat and just talk. Or Boros, what would you like to do?
Well, given all this mumbling and whatnot, and all these people are talking to someone who I can't really see just yet, Boros is gonna go ahead and just kind of like maneuver his way past everyone. He stops and sees the drow and kind of just does a double take. He looks at some of the paintings on the side and then looks at the drow, the paintings and the drow, paintings and drow.
Admiring my work, I see. Yes, I too admire it quite often.
I am actually more. He's gonna turn towards the group, and then with he's gonna gesture at the drow with like the jerk of a thumb. Why are we not attacking him?
I mean, he seems polite enough.
He hasn't really been hostile.
Yes,
polite necromancer.
I'd prefer if we didn't attack me. I try not to get blood on my clothing. I dress very nicely.
And given that you, I'm going to assume all these, the skeletons and all these shambling creatures were your doing, right?
Ah, you noticed. Yes, they were my doing, but I do apologize if any of them gave you any trouble. And, you don't quite look too well. I guess, you don't have the stomach for the smells of this cave.
I don't have much of a stomach for necromancers either, so I'd watch what you say from here on.
Oh. Well, I didn't mean to upset anyone. I'm just trying to kind of stay here out of the way of everything. I didn't ask for company, to be fair. You're the one that's come into my home.
Right. Have you seen any dwarves being brought through here?
I was just telling the cute little one that is flying about that I did hear Clarg, the that monstrosity of a bugbear from up above. I did overhear him mentioning a dwarf and a man. I think the man they brought here to the caves, but the dwarf possibly they took to the castle. But I don't really know where the castle is.
That's pretty much just gonna be it from Oboros. He's kind of just gonna stare and glare at the drow, but he's not gonna say anything else.
Well, is there anything I can help the group with, or is it alright if I get back to my painting?
They are very
we're
pretty.
kind of done here.
I would appreciate it if you were.
Are we sure we're going to just leave him alone like this to continue his work?
It may be
He's-
best if you were to return to wherever it is you come from. We will be alerting the guard of a drow presence in the area.
I'm not going and finding bodies. They are being brought to me. I am not the one that I feel like you have a problem with. I think you should,
said you are watching for someone, yes?
I was just asked to keep tabs on what's happening here, but I mean, I'm not really doing anything. I'm working on my art and, if you will, wallowing in some personal sadness I'm experiencing.
They run out of your favorite pigment at the shop?
I'm sorry.
Well, I would love to talk to you about art. I can tell you, you know, about the different colors and things that I use. I'm sure you saw that some of them, even appeared to be glowing. And he kind of motions, and you can see, on where he was sitting, where his desk area was, that he was sitting upon the crate. You can see that there are small pots and different colors in those pots, and they all do appear to be glowing, just like the paintings and things that you were looking at from below. I could teach you all about that if that's something that you are interested in, but no, it's not that. It's not that I've ran out of my favorite pigment. It's more than that. I could show you the piece that I've made, and I'd love to hear your interpretations of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would like to see it.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I told you.
this one is very
I'm not
personal.
going to entertain you.
Oh, I don't need to be entertained. I'm quite alright. He goes and he moves and he turns around a painting, and you all see. You all see this. Now, this is why I feel depressed, I guess, if you will.
Oh,
Kind of like a dark and light theme going on here.
Ah, yes, you picked up on that. Very good.
two halves of a whole.
I wish that we could be whole.
Yeah. Yeah, I was trying to figure out if a dark one there is supposed to be a shadow or a true second person.
Are you saying that as Bookworm or as Ash?
As Ash. No,
Okay.
as Ash. Yeah.
Okay. You guys know it's not a shadow, though sometimes he lives in the shadows, I suppose. Any
And
others?
who's he?
Well, the one in the shadow is, I know doesn't quite, I may have embellished a little, but it's meant to be me. I'm the one in the shadow.
Hmm. And the one in front?
The one in front is Majestic, isn't he?
I mean, Yes, but I don't think he's as majestic as you.
Ah, you make me blush. I appreciate that. That warms my spirits a little, but he he is the one that my soul longs for. But he's in a place of more uh, power, if you will, even though not much. As with Drow society, he doesn't have much power, but he is more than I do, and that's what matters. And yes, but yeah, so that is what I'm here to take a break away from all of this and the feelings that it churns for me.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, out of game. Was the other person in that picture who I thought it was?
Oh God, who do you think it was? Because I have no clue.
Like the statue that was out front?
Oh,
Oh no.
I only got a glimpse of who was. Okay. Would have been funny.
It would have been
He's
funny.
not secretly lusting over
Maybe it is. Maybe that's who it is now. Because I'm just free falling with this because I apparently have
It
lost
is
all
now
my
him.
notes. It is him. Makes sense. Yep, that's exactly who it is. We can go back 30 seconds and fix that. Yes. You all may have heard legends of him. And I think R.A. Salvatore might have written legends upon legends about him. Well, I mean, if
He's quite the.
I don't really intend on leaving here, but I don't intend on causing trouble. But if you must alert the authorities, then I guess that's what must be done. I'm just trying to find peace. I'm sure you all have experienced loss before, and I'm kind of in a place of being, sad over it, regretful even. Is there anything else that I could do for the group?
do you have anything that will cure our friend of his sickness due to your creations?
I didn't ask him to rummage through.
Um, we did not ask to be assaulted when we entered your cave either.
I'm afraid if I would probably only make him feel worse with what I'm able to do right now. Unfortunately.
cast this spell on me, and I will have to put my blade in you.
He doesn't seem to want my help, it appears.
An antidote would be fine, but if you do not have such a thing, that is fine.
Something tells me he probably wouldn't take anything from this guy.
He'd
I
eat
mean,
that.
he ate the spider jerky.
He's not the one that sold me the spider jerky.
The spider
But it
jerky.
wasn't given to.
That sounds delicious. Do you happen to have any more?
Yeah.
Without saying anything, he's just gonna throw the pouch at it. Like he's very aggressively just gonna throw the pouch of spider jerky at the drow.
Do you mind? Is it okay if I try some?
Try not to choke on it, I suppose. That would be quite horrible if you did.
Ah. This it's a little chewy. It's a little chewy. I'll say
What's
that,
a con
but
save?
oh, well, I mean, he has a stronger stomach than you all, and once again, nat 20 for stupid shit.
But D&D for you.
Like, I really needed a nat 20 on that. To be fair, I did make the decision he would roll with advantage on it, because he is in this shithole of a shitter, quite literally. So I feel like he's earned some advantage on that save, but he did get a nat 20, and he's chewing on it, and he says that it's lacking a little bit of flavor, and it's a little chewy, but this is this what made you sick, not the decay of here. Did you not like this?
It was definitely.
Um, would you like some coin for it? I would be happy to pay for whatever you paid. I'd be happy to give that to you, and plus maybe an extra coin or two.
No.
Are you sure
can
this
keep
is
your coin?
okay? That one. He kind of turns to Ashani, and since you're the closest, he doesn't seem to fancy me.
Mm, I mean, it might be the necromancy, or it might be the. I'm just gonna like point to him because he's drow. Or it could be a combination of the two.
I guess that's fair. He looks at Urboros and says, "Is it because I'm a drow, or is it because I bring back the dead?"
I would say, if I was to be very precise, 80% of my ire is
Because I'm more handsome than you.
Well, no, that's
No.
just the way you're smoked.
I would say 80% of my problem with you has to do with your necromancy, and then the other 20 is
Because I have more
being a
hair.
drow.
Because I have more hair.
Oh god, this drow's about to get a sword through him.
I apologize. I'm sorry. All right. How about this? How about I agree to only have one zombie to look over and protect me from the goblinoids up above.
No.
No more
You
than
will
one.
not be raising any more. No. None. Zero.
I was sent here to continue my studies. I don't think I can just stop with that. It's like mathematics. If you don't use it, you lose it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Ash is looking around at this and he just asks, can someone please explain to me why necromancy is this bad?
You need an explanation as to why disturbing the dead is a bad thing.
Probably because you see shit like this.
Yeah, isn't?
Did it pop up? Oh, there it is.
Undeath. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why it's a bad thing.
Ash would just say.
I mean,
Ash doesn't bloody know.
like everything can be.
Moderation. I can do this in
Heavenly
moderation.
what? Yeah. Yeah, Ash would have said once someone's dead, they're dead, yeah? They no longer have any use for their bodies, so I'm just trying to wrap my head around why you guys consider necromancy to be bad. Like you said before, don't know nothing.
The dead are not meant to be disturbed.
Undeath is not natural.
I might have made very poor choices in my own life, but this is for lack of a better word, disgusting. It
Um,
offends my
if I may, have you not maybe done something in your own home that others probably wouldn't be okay with? Any of you, I'm sure.
The mention of home just kind of like it kind of gets on Oboros's nerves to the point where he kind of raises his sword and points it at him. He doesn't say anything. He's kind of just giving him the "I'm gonna get you" eyes and
Like the
points
old
his sword
man,
at,
get off the grass.
Yeah, exactly. But instead of a walking stick, he's using his sword to kind of gesture menacingly at the drow.
The as Sereth will put up his hands. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm just saying. I feel all of us, if we were honest, we've all probably have done something that somebody else, if they've seen it, wouldn't agree with. This is my home. You all are here in my home. I should be able to do what I wish in my home. If it's not leaving my home, then what difference does it make to anyone else?
Yeah, it's like 90% or 80% of like Ashani's existence is doing stupid shit, so she understands.
I see. You get it then, yes?
And to be fair, if we hadn't come in,
I know Mist, cuts every tripwire she sees.
I promise that whatever I do in these walls will not leave these walls. I can assure you of that. But I will not. I'm not going to lie to you. If you want me to say I will not do this, I will be lying. And if you want me to say it, I will. But I'm being truthful. If I say it, it will be a lie.
And therein lies the problem. I hope you realize this.
I can't say that I do. I'm saying if you're asking me to stop, I can tell you yes, I will stop, but I am also telling you that would be a lie.
At this point, Oboros is just gonna turn towards Solomon and kind of he's gonna lean in to whisper something into his ear.
Are you sure we should let this stand?
He has not attacked, so he has not provoked anything. But we should definitely alert people to the presence of drow, especially for what they are watching.
You
What did
can
we
definitely
discuss?
alert them. He rolled a dirty 20 on his perception as you leaned in. So he you guys are not as quiet as you think. He goes, you may alert them. I will tell you, I don't think I'm the one you need to alert them to.
You may think you are doing nothing, but who you report to and what you report could put people in danger. These are the things that cause issues.
Shall I report to you then?
That is not going to work. You should return to the Underdark.
Ah, I was speaking to the hunter here.
Oh.
You want a necromancer hireling?
I mean, that'd be kind of sweet.
I mean, we can make
I
Charlie
mean-
deal with that.
I mean, kind of sucks because, Ashani knows she has no shot, but...
I mean, to be fair, would you want a shot with somebody who has all these crazy ass paintings around the room?
I mean, they're nice paintings, for the most part. I don't know, I haven't really looked at, other than the one. I guess I should look at his paintings, huh?
I mean, I popped the one up with all the whatever crazy ass things those are supposed to be.
Oh, so that was one of his paintings?
Yeah.
Probably
Uh-oh.
shouldn't be painting stuff like that. I mean, I'm no art critic. I don't really have an eye for stuff like that, but things
I-
like that could be a bit concerning.
I was feeling particularly dark that day, but I can understand what you mean. It doesn't that painting doesn't mean anything to me. I'd be happy to toss it if you think others might not like seeing the likes of it. The only one that really has
I wouldn't.
meaning to me is the one I've shown you already.
Mm. I wouldn't toss it in case anyone else sees it. I would just burn it.
Ah, yes, that's what I meant.
And honestly, you know that Legends of the guy, you're kind of into right now. Last I heard, he might have been, in the Dale. You might want to go up north.
I think
I mean, better chance of running into him.
yes, and I think I might run into someone else that you're familiar with as well if I head that way.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Oh my god. Anyway, are you guys gonna kill this guy or are you guys leaving? I'm
Ash
tired
I mean,
of
does not
playing the
want
drow. So
I mean-
he looks at the group and he says, "Listen, if you leave me be, I will give you the one tip that you need.
Hmm.
Nesnar is who. If you're
Okay.
worried about Drow, that is who you need to worry about. And I don't really care too much for him. He is so damn controlling, and I'm not too fond. I needed a break from where I was, and so I came here, and I was told to watch out for Clark and to watch over him, and immediately I explored the cave and I found down here and I separated myself from all of that. I've done nothing
So
wrong besides what you personally feel and your own convictions is wrong, but I personally do not have those same convictions.
yes, yes. So Nesna is what dangerous one, and he's up in the Elven region. We're going up there. Might be a chance we run across him. Anything we should know about him?
All I know is that he was looking for some mines and um that's the last that I've heard from him. I think he was trying to give me a break that I needed as well, and really, we haven't had much interaction since my being placed here, and I've only been in the region for a little less than a month or so.
In in what case then? Evan he looks over pointedly towards Ouroboros and Solomon. I think we're done here. If I can make a suggestion about for how necromancy people coming into here thing, maybe put up some warning so people know not to attack your creations. Because how does it work, by the way? Do I just attack anyone that comes
Or
along?
let them know that you
Am
are
I
staying here.
Yeah, like a private property sign. Don't enter.
Well,
A beware of dog sign.
No trespassing.
can I ask, where did you all come into my,
Because honestly, we didn't know you were.
where did you all enter
Well,
from?
we
The same
We
path
came-
you took.
Ah,
yeah,
well,
through what little tunnel entrance, not the big main one.
Actually, the skull.
does that mean, is Clark, is he not up there anymore?
Never seen him.
Was he a goblin or was we took some goblins out?
No, he's a bugbear. He's the leader, if you will, of the goblins that are up there.
What about the zombified bugbear that was down here? Was that one of Clark's friends? And then he puts air quotes around the word friend.
Do we think air quotes existed back then?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Why? Yeah. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. I was just
Like-
being funny.
Yeah.
There's writing.
That is.
He wanted
it
to
was-
invest.
That was not Clark. There was somebody who, I guess, when they were doing some training exercises, stepped to the left when he should have stepped to the right, and he fell at the blade. The goblins were tasked with getting rid of the body, and no, I ended up with the body. I think that they forget that there's cave down here. They tend to use that skull as like a garbage chute, if you will. But the last I knew, Clark was
Shall
very
we go
much
back
alive.
the way we came? Well, now I can't remember if we fought a bugbear up there.
We did not.
I thought we did.
not. No, it was. There was a really tough goblin, but that's it.
Oh, that's what it was.
I will say
Sorry, that was like a month ago. I don't remember.
it will probably be easier for the group if you just go out the front of the cave, and then this one kind of feeds below. So if you go out the front, you can walk around to get to the opening of the main cave.
Yeah.
If
I
you
think
don't, if
we'll
you don't
do
have
that
a way, if you don't have a way to, well, the tiny one can fly, I see, but if you aren't able to, like project yourself there or teleport, it's probably next to impossible to go back the way you came from. I personally misty step my way in and out if I'm going through that method. Sometimes I like to sit in the eyeball of the skull and see if I can hear anything, or just sit and write if I'm looking for something different to do. Far too hard to draw up there, but sometimes I'll write.
Like a diary, or like you pen in a novel?
Sounds nice and quiet.
Just very dark. Either way, very, very.
Everything's dark.
He's now ventured into the goth kids on South Park territory at this point.
Oh my god.
It's a cave.
You all just keep talking to him. I'm running out of material. Leave.
There.
But yeah.
Alright.
GTFO.
As would say, yeah, I believe we're done here. Have a good day, and yeah, he motions towards all bros and Solomon to kind of start leaving before Ashperl's behind them.
Bye. See you later.
As the group begins to exit, he does take a small, it looks to be a scroll, and he hands it to Ashani.
Sweet. Did I get his number?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yes.
It's cast sending. On.
Oh.
8675309.
Oh. Damn. I'm always getting that number.
Alright. Is the
Because
group
it is
going
only the
back?
best number ever created. What?
Is the group going back to the front of the cave?
Yeah.
And I will give, after he gives me that scroll, I am just gonna give him like a quick, like, bow, like to leave.
He returns it with a little curtsy as you all exit the cave. And as we all learn, Heather has a thing for drow.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Either a thing for drow or a thing for necromancers. Both of them.
I
are
was gonna
not
say,
determined.
I'm going
Sky
drow.
with a tiefling, thank you.
Mm. Okay, well,
I mean,
Foundry is thinking on my part. Okay, so as you all go to the front of the cave, what are we wanting to do?
Yeah.
Look for the guy we left behind.
Yeah,
Oh
if we
yeah,
want
so
to make this, yeah,
yes.
if we want to make this quick, just collect Silga, head back to our road, and keep on traveling. If there's enough daylight left.
That's like a really... Okay, so you all came in, you long rested. I don't even know where we're at on that, because you all threw the long
Oh.
rest in.
oh god. What about Deja Mu and Mudonna? I hope they're
That's
okay.
fine.
I assume we left food for them.
Well, I'm just more worried because we left them on the side of the road and the goblins that were there before aren't
Yeah.
there.
That's fair.
That's what I'm kind of more worried about.
Okay, so I apparently do not
Yeah,
have Foundry access, so if you all can see stuff, that's great, but I can't. On my end. So,
I can see the map, but I'm not on the map.
I can see the map, not us. Yep.
I can't do anything. I can't even get Foundry to open, so, like, there's nothing I will be able to do to fix that right now.
Okay.
Because it's not opening at all, which is fine because we're kind of right at the end. As you all begin to work your way around the cave, going out that opening, you don't notice anything. You get to what you can like hear the creek that's running through and stuff. And as you do come around the corner and you run smack in to Sildar, and he kind of jumps a bit. Oh, where did you all come from?
Did we not tell you to stay put, good sir?
Well, if I'm being honest, you also gave me a rock so that I could see in the dark, and then it suddenly got extremely dark, and I was uneasy, so I thought I would come out and take a look.
I mean, fair. That was my fault. I apologize, sir.
Oh, little one, you couldn't do anything wrong. Nothing to apologize for.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we've still got asking where they came from. Us ready to say. So, short version. Here, here found a small tunnel in cave. Went through it. Came out of a cave. It was home of a drow necromancer and artist. He seems mostly harmless. Keeps to himself. So he told us what he, lead, leader of this area of our goblins went to a castle with Gundren.
Why we didn't kill the necromancer is beyond me, but whatever.
Do you know where there's a castle?
I'm sorry. You all have just said so much all at once. So there's a necromancer, and you all have left them.
He was not hostile towards us. He said he always stayed in the cave. Any bodies he found were given to him
As
by
his
the
creations.
goblins.
But you people don't think that he was only saying that he was not hostile just to help preserve himself?
That's what we call insight check.
Um, and even if he was, we probably wouldn't be able to take it. So,
Five
Alright.
of us against the one of you.
Okay, so alright, so there's a necromancer, but
honestly,
I think
what happened? His creations have stayed in the cave, and as far as I can tell, that is an accurate statement, because as far as I know, nothing has come out. Have you seen anything outside? Have any of the villagers in the town seen any sort of undeath?
While no, they haven't mentioned anything to us. It's also a
Plea,
necromancer.
that is an accurate statement.
Right,
Well,
but it's also
Necromancy
a
is a tool.
necromancer.
there have been rumors uh along the coast about there being some unusual spottings, but not anything with Drow. So I think with everything that we know and we have going on, that leaving him be was the best call that you could make. And
Yeah, that
now
was low on the totem pole.
now we just
Oh yeah.
need to move forward. And I think
Oh yeah.
finding Gundren, you mentioned a castle. Um, I the only castle I know has been long abandoned. I mean, that they would be talking about in reference to any of this. Any other castle wouldn't make too much sense. But I think what we need to do now, we need to go and return to Phandalin. Let's start with that. We need to get to Phandalin. I need to rest, and the group would probably fare better if you weren't worried about me. You all probably need rest and a good meal as well. So that is what I would suggest. You were right in leaving the Drow alone. We don't know. There could be an opening for more Drow to come through that cave system, and it's best just to leave it as it is.
Yeah. Ash will quickly mention here.
Better the devil
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Here, Vadro here. He was here by request of his cousin called Neza. He's up in the Vandalin region as well. I think he was looking for or is at
So,
a mine of some sort.
real one thing, he said Phandelver region, which would be like Phandalin's a town. Phandelver would be like the whole region.
Yeah, yeah. Ash just knows what we're going to Vandelva. Linked it with Vandalin region, going like, oh, just in case he's with information. If it comes off it, if nothing happens because of it, big whoop. If if something does, forewarned.
All right, so he mentioned Nesnar. Now, I I haven't heard the name necessarily said before. I do have a contact in Phandalin besides Gundren and his brothers, and he might be more aware of some of this information. So if we can get there, I can check in and hopefully check in with him. It's been a while since we've received correspondence, but I mean, such is that with the difficulties of the trail and travel, they may have just been lost.
Yeah, it's
Hmm?
yeah, from what I understand, it sounds like this Nesna was either working with or was giving orders to these goblins because his cousin here was asked to keep tabs on them. So might be involved, might not be, don't know yet.
I think that is a good starting place, but I think I for me I would like to check in with my contact in Phandalin and see what he happens to know, and from there we can devise a plan. But I do think Gundren needs to also be prioritized as well.
If
Now I
this
don't know
if this abandoned
if
castle you're thinking of, is it on the way to Vanderland? Is it past it?
unfortunately it is not on the way to Phandalin. And so I was going to suggest whatever, if you all want me to continue to Phandalin on my own with the oxen and the cart, I can do that. You could head to the castle if you want. Whatever it is that the group would think would be best to do.
I think it may be best for us to travel with you, just in
Yeah.
for the sake of keeping you and the cart and all of its belongings safe.
Yeah. Considering what's already happened, I believe a sign.
All right,
Appreciate
if that's what you
Hit,
all
hit,
would wish to do, then I'm obviously I am fine with that. I would appreciate the um the the protection in the company, of course.
yep, so, yeah, I assume we head off at what point?
Yes. All right. So just to kind of bring us into wrapping up for the week, so you all are going to begin to head to, I'm guessing first back to get the cart, and then heading to Fandolin.
Yep.
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 And Mudana and Deja Mu. Don't forget them.
I will never
Need
forget
to with
the
the cart.
oxen. They're with the cart, hopefully. Okay. All right. So that will be then where we pick up. Anything else before we wrap up on the stream?
Nope.
Nope.
Not that I can think of.
All right. Cool. All right. If you were tuned in, thank you for watching. If you have not hit the follow button, I'm not sure why you haven't. Make sure you hit that follow button. We stream bi-weekly, so our next stream will be. I'm not good at math. Is that like the second or the third?
Yes.
Assuming that we are all available. I know
Yeah,
that's a
second.
holiday, so for us American folk. So I will check in and see, but I look for us then. If not then,
And that's my
the
birthday weekend.
Ooh, nice. But thank you for tuning into the stream, and we will see you all again soon.